Ramblin Man here. All right, let's get into this because this is good. All right, so first off, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you push the like button and make sure you comment and share. Now, here's what's funny. Two things. One is, so all this stuff about COVID and how the vaccination is going to change everything. We can take off our mask. We can go out and enjoy life. Also, the more people that get vaccinated, the less infections we'll have. Those are all, they say it's all based off science, but this is a virus. And so this just, I don't see how this is supposed to help us if people that are vaccinated are getting the COVID just as much, but maybe they're asymptomatic, so they're not going to test themselves. So people say all the time, like, well, only unvaccinated are being hospitalized. Well, maybe they're the ones that are sick. Maybe they're not being tested as much. Here's why I say that. Two things. One is you have New York, which right now had 21,000 people test positive for COVID. And that was just in one day. Now, with that being said, they are also one of the highest, which is the highest rate in the United States, but they are one of the highest in vaccination rates. They are like 69.8% of their state is vaccinated. Now, on the flip side of that, you have the Browns and the Raiders in the NFL. The Browns and the Raiders, they've pushed their game to a different day. Why? Because the Browns don't have enough to field the team because of, you guessed it, COVID. Now, here's the funny thing about that. Supposedly, they're 95% vaccinated in the NFL. So, the whole point of them being 95% vaccinated was they said that they could avoid having postponements. Games postponed, right? Because, hey, if everybody's vaccinated, we don't have to worry about everybody being out. Well, now they're talking about only testing those unvaccinated players or when you have symptoms, because they were just doing random tests, but now they've hurt themselves. Now they can't play games on the day they're supposed to play them, so they have to do it a different day. So now they're talking about testing only those that have symptoms, not everyone. So doesn't that skew results? I bet it does, but at the same time they get to keep playing. So it doesn't stop the spread of COVID. All it does is seemingly tell people that, hey, you know what? COVID's not really an issue in the NFL, which you know full well it is, because right now they've tested positive enough that they've had to push the Brown and Raiders game. So I just think it's funny that you have a state like New York that mandates everything, shuts things down, makes you go through and have your vaccination card to go eat at places, and then turn around and have the highest infection rate in the United States. And you also have one of the highest vaccination rates. You can't say science proves anything if all the results are totally against what science says. What part of science are you looking at? And then the NFL, I mean, all these things that I'm saying, it's not stuff that's my opinion. It's just out there. It's the honest truth. 95% vaccination rate in the NFL, yet they're having to push these games off because they don't have enough people to field due to COVID. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not in this case, that COVID is only an issue because of the fear spread through the United States government. And people are stupid. That's all I got to say. Ramblin' Man out.